Hello. Okay, I'm gonna. You guys are so timely. Amazing. 9 o'clock definitely works better for people, I can tell. So make sure you mute your calls. You don't have to be on video unless you want me to see your pretty face. Hi, Iris. Okay, so I'm gonna mute all of you guys. Let's see. Everybody's mostly muting except for, I don't know, Adina, for some reason yours isn't muting. Hi, my dear. And Denise, yours isn't muting. Let's try it again.
Denise? The same one? Denise is the same one?
Try one more time.
Hi,
Hi, Fred. I don't know what's going on, but my I'm not able to mute everybody. Okay, so Yahad, you're not muted. And Al, you're not muted. Okay, I think everybody's muted. Yahad, it shows you're not muted still, but okay, now everybody's muted. Great, except for me. All right, so welcome everybody. Thanks for coming on. It was one of those nights where I didn't know if I was going to make it, but I did. The baby's asleep, the kids are in bed, and here we are. So the oils we're going to talk about tonight is Petigrain and Passion. So let's start with Passion. If you grab it, you can grab it and smell it while we're on the call. That's the best. I'm doing the Passion Touch. So it has a little bit of coconut oil in it. So it's diluted with coconut oil, and then it has cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove. The room's a little bit dark, so I'm not seeing it as well. Jasmine, and vanilla. And this oil I'm not familiar with. Maybe Denise can tell us what it is. Damina, D-A-M-I-A-N-A. Maybe she can send me a message about what that oil is. So, Passion. Oh, it is a beautiful oil. I haven't been using it lately, and I love this oil. So I'm going to read from my favorite book, one of my favorite books right now, The Emotions and Essential Oils. My baby is starting to wake up. That was my fear, that she would do that. I'm going to let her cry a little bit in the background. So, the invigorating blend, the oil of creativity. So the Passion, the subtitle to Passion, oh no, not the invigorating, but it's the inspiring blend. There it is. You guys can hear her in the background. I'm just going to ignore her. Okay, so the inspiring blend, the oil for finding your passion, emotional aromatherapy blend. So this is like her cue to get on, to wake up and start crying just so that she can be with all of you guys. So this blend is spices and herbs formulated to assist those lacking in inner passion. So it's not just passion, sexual passion, it's actually inner passion. So helping you guys, for I'm talking about me specifically, for us that overwork or are too serious, so that we begin to kind of dull our inner passion. So when individuals are burdened with a lot of responsibility and they are just too serious in life, that they're not allowing their playfulness or their spontaneousness or their joyful side to really come out. It's just really about working and obligation and responsibility. So this is a great one to put on daily. First thing in the morning is what I'm going to start doing this week. It encourages to be more spontaneous, to take more risks. Let me know if the baby in the background is too distracting, and I might have my daughter come up and get her. It helps you to face your fears with confidence and break free from limitations. So so I had somebody comment about passion. Yachad, love her. She is definitely passionate. I hope you guys can all meet her someday. So she disputes those for lack of passion. She doesn't have lack of passion, and she still loves this oil, and she uses tons of it. So yes, this oil is really helpful for also increasing your libido and becoming more inspired and creative yourself, for being in touch with your sexy side, or your side that craves more touch and more cuddling, if you know what I mean. Just a minute, I'm gonna have my daughter come get the baby. Sophia, can you come get the baby?
Hey, in the meantime, can I jump in? Can anybody hear me? Can I be heard, maybe? Anybody type me back yes?
Yeah, we
Okay,
hear
if you can you hear me? Because I want to share an amazing story about Console, if Kara's away. I just never liked this oil particularly, and it drew something to me because somebody in my family is going through a love crisis right now. And I feel like energetically, I'm just using Console to help her and support her. And it's working because I don't even like the oil, but it's so beautiful to actually energetically to connect with someone who won't use an oil. And I've never had this experience. I never even liked it. I'm telling you, I actually disliked it. It's one of the few oils I don't like. But it was on my table because I use it for demo, and it called to me and it pulled me in, and I actually put it on last night, and I've been carrying it with me and smelling it. And it's just so amazing how when we really connect with and resonate with the oils, they so talk to us. It's crazy. I'm healing somebody as like a surrogate using an oil they need that I don't even like. So, okay, you can all call me crazy. I'll go back to passion. Kara, sorry, just sharing something lovely. Well,
You're amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for coming in and taking that time that I had to go out to the baby and continue the call going. Thank you so much, Yachad.
Pleasure. I'm going to mute myself. I love you all.
So again, just passion, amazing. If you guys have it, it comes in the pure form in the emotional aromatherapy, and then now they've created a touch form, which is really nice to have it as a perfume. And again, in short, when life has become a little bit dull, or just a lot of just really focus on routine and seriousness, which is where I kind of feel I've been lately, it's a great blend to remind you to rediscover your inner passion and your creative side. So that's passion. So the next one we're going to talk about is Petigrain. And Petigrain is, so I have to be honest with you, I just got Petigrain. I've smelled it before at some of the events, but I didn't have it yet. And I just got it this last month. And it's they kind of call it the masculine lavender, or the lavender for men. And it really also has this really citrus side to it. And even in its Latin name, it has citrus in its Latin name. And so it doesn't remind me of lavender at all. It just has a really citrus side to it. So I'm going to add it right to the passion. Let's see how that smells. And I haven't really I've used it one other time with a blend of ylang ylang after my shower. And it's strong. I smelt it quite a bit. It didn't like go away as quickly as most citrus oils do. So it definitely has a side to it that's a little bit of more of a medium note. Maybe our aromatherapist could talk about it. So I'm going to read about Petigrain from the Emotions and Essential Oil book. So it's the oil of ancestry. So Petigrain illuminates patterns and tendencies of unconsciously repeating family mistakes. So the individual in need of Petigrain is unable or unwilling to depart from their family's way of thinking or the traditions that may not really be serving you anymore. So Petigrain invites individuals to make their own decisions, even if it means departing from conventional methods. It encourages us to have a healthier connection to our individual expression, making our own decisions in life while still feeling connected to our family and our ancestry. And it invokes a deeper appreciation for positive forms of knowledge, wisdom, and family history. But it teaches us to honor our family, but live in our center and our truth and making our own decisions. So really interesting. Like I hadn't even read Petigrain, knew about Petigrain, or what it's about. And it's this book. I mean, I know a bunch of you on this call have this book. I know Hannah Frazen loves this book, and I just really have started looking at it, saying, okay, I'm going to and through these phone calls, like I want to teach about Petigrain. I open up this book, read about it, and it's like it's almost like an aromatherapy tarot card. I don't know if that's kosher, but it's like you say, okay, I want to learn about Petigrain. You open it up, and it just you read about it, and it really speaks to you on why you're learning about this. So again, Petigrain, it helps you to break those patterns, those family mistakes or those family patterns, or just those patterns that you have in life that you're just like, why do I keep doing that? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to feel so serious, or don't take time out for my kids, or keep repeating a certain pattern. Start using Petigrain and think about this. I'm using Petigrain because I want to be concise and clear in my decision making and let go of some of these old patterns that don't serve me. So that's Petigrain. If anybody, I'm opening it up. Does anybody else have an experience with Petigrain? Because again, I'm a newbie to Petigrain. Does anybody have something that they want to share about Petigrain? Anyone? Okay, so we're going to move on. I'm going to share the screen. So we're moving into ranks, and we have a great, I'm going to share the screen. So these are the new, so these are the new brochures that are going to be coming out in the new welcome pack, and they will be, please God, translated into Hebrew for the opening, which is going to be in the new year, the Gregorian New Year, January 2019. And so this is the new build brochure. You can download it from doterra.com under advocates, under doTERRA University. So build. This is the beautiful cover of build. Look at those beautiful bergamot.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Could you please send us a link for that on the business group?
Yes, I will send it on the business.
You just said doterra.com.
Yep, I'll send you guys a link on the business group.
Thank you.
Yes. So I'm not going to go over the whole.
I couldn't get something. Sorry, I have a few Petigrain from America. Is it available in Europe right now? Because I can sell what I have.
Petigrain is available. Petigrain's available in Europe. But Yaha has Petigrain if anybody wants it sooner than your LRP. And she's on the business group and the doTERRA Israel group, so you can message her. Okay, so on the build brochure, I'm not going to go over the whole thing. I'm going over the beautiful page 6 of the ranks, and they titled it Discover the Possibilities. So here is the ranks. Why is it important to know the ranks? Even if you're at the beginning of your business, one of the things that you really want to set for yourself is, why are you doing this outside of serving yourself and your family and your people with these amazing products? What is your vision for your financial health? how do you want to see your financial health improve? Is it supplementing or paying for your products? One. Is it supplementing your family's income? Two. Or is it making a career income from this model? So think about that, and just what's the first answer that comes to your head? So let's talk about, what does it take to get your products paid for? So you do need to be on 100-point LRP in order to even look at these ranks and to achieve commissions. Please send me a message if you guys want the next Zoom call to really talk about LRP in more detail and how to help people get on LRP. The LRP is, the Loyalty Rewards Program is really the heart of our business. You need to be on it because that's creating your lifestyle with these doTERRA products and your family's lifestyle with these doTERRA products. And that creates the flow of income to your upline, and then also therefore to teaching your downline to do it as well. And it's for two reasons: for your health, their health, for the really adopting the doTERRA lifestyle. And it is what creates the income of this business model, the inflow of this business model. So it's important. And I am proud that I'm helping my upline be successful by making my LRP. It's not just about, okay, I'm only doing it to help my family, or if my downline's not doing it, I'm not going to do it. Like, you set the model. I'm proud and glad when I make my LRP order, okay, I'm benefiting all the people above me, and that's great. I help people make their parnasa. And then I'm modeling for my downline, and they're helping me. And I appreciate all of you guys for making your LRP and being healthier people for it and creating my family's parnasa. I mean, that makes my heart just jump a beat thinking about that. Like, you guys make my parnasa for me, and it's really special. And thank you. Thank you guys for making my parnasa for me and my family. And I just hope to teach you guys and help you to do the same thing for your downline. So just feel it in your heart, and know that you're doing a really good thing by making your monthly LRP. So this sheet, beautiful sheet, is the first rank advancement that really shows that you've made a rank, is called Elite. And here it is 3K, 3,000 points are being purchased underneath you. Typically that's mostly product users at this point. Maybe they're sharing, thinking about they're decided to be a wellness advocate, but they're still kind of sharing, and you don't quite have your business leaders at this point, or maybe you have one. So the average people enrolled at this point, in order for you to be an elite, I love these figures here. 15 or more people need to be enrolled and on an LRP for you to be making elite status of 3,000 points being purchased underneath you. The average income there is $304 a month. So that person is making the Power of 3 bonus. So they're elite and they're making the Power of 3 bonus. We covered that last week. Sorry, that call didn't get recorded. We'll do it again, don't worry. But be familiar with the Power of 3 bonuses. So doTERRA talks about going to elite in 3 months. So that's not our average in Israel. I'm so sorry to say that. I would like you guys to improve that. So after going over the ranks, we'll talk about how do you really get people involved and make those 3 months, get elite in 3 months. So then Premier is 2 legs, 2 executive legs. Each of them are making, creating 2,000 points in volume. People are using that much product under each of them, 2,000 each, but Premier has to have 5,000. So there's a 3rd leg, or those 2 legs are making a little over 2. But at minimum, you have to have 2 legs, not just one group here. You have to have 2 legs that are making 2,000 each. And maybe you have a 3rd leg that's doing the 1,000, or there's some sporadic volume there between those two. And the average income, this person is making a power of 3 250, and then their unilevel takes them up to around $700 per month. We're in euros, so that would be probably 650 euros a month. So elite is for people that want to get their products paid for. That's their goal. Around 15 people that are using the products on a monthly basis on an LRP, you're going to get your products paid for. So that's your goal. And maybe it's 15 people, you get them in 3 months, that's 5 people per month. That's a big goal. But usually people that want to get their products paid for, and they don't go that quickly. So, over 3 to 4, 5, I got my products paid for in 3 months. I did get my products paid for in 3 months, but give yourself 3 to 6 months to sign up those 15 people, get them involved in the lifestyle of Doterra, and you'll get your products paid for. Premier, you're now supplementing your income a bit. Your products are getting paid for it, and you're making an extra for 300 to 400 euros. Silver is really for people that are deciding they want to do this as a business. This is more work. Silver is 3 elites. So remember what elite was. Those are at least 3 people that want to get their products paid for. The average income is around $2,000 a month, 2,000 euros a month. You're helping those 3 people get to elite. Remember what elite was? Each of those people have about 15 people signed up and doing an LRP on a regular basis. In Doterra in the United States and now in Europe, the average time to get there, if you're working around 10 hours per week, is 18 months. Gold is the place where this is your career now. It's not just supplement. You're spending time, and this is your career. So gold is 3 premiers. Remember, we talked about premier. That's that premier person has 2,000 people. This is my au pair, my nanny, my beautiful daughter Sophia. She helped me get Sophia back to sleep. Thank you. This is 15 people.
Thank you, Sophia, for giving your mother the freedom to let us listen to her. She can't hear me.
No.
Tell her we say thank you.
For what? For getting Sophia to sleep.
Oh, you guys are welcome. Yes, I know. Everybody loves me.
Go to sleep. Go away now. Okay, that's fine. Love you. Okay, so gold is what we said. That's a career income. So you are, and I think we talked about that at the Leadership Day call. When you're gold, you definitely are working more than 10 hours a week. So somebody asked me how many hours a week I work, and I work around 25 to 30 hours a week. And that really started once I went gold. And now I'm pushing to platinum. Still possible this month. Platinum, please. Platinum is 3 silvers. The average income is $8,000 to $9,000 a month. And that's helping 3 people go to silver. So remember, silver is a big push. Those people have decided to become leaders. They're doing this as a business. They're not just sharing and doing it to get their products paid for. That is 3 business builders that are working at least 10 to 15 hours a week. That's platinum. And then diamond is 4 silvers. So this is your full-time income. It's an amazing income, $16,000 a month. I have many friends that are diamond. They really say that this is what really makes network marketing and Doterra just this makes they just can't believe that they've been on this journey with Doterra and reached this level, and they just talk about how really make that a goal if this is what you want to do for your career, because it's a beautiful outcome and their lives have really changed because of it. And the average time that it takes is 42 weeks. So what's that? That's like, so 24 weeks is 2 years, 36 weeks is 3 years. So it's like 3.5 years. I tell people to give themselves 4 to 5 years to go diamond. And that's, you know, in the beginning, it's about 10 to 15 hours to get up to silver. And then once you start to push your goals to gold, platinum, and diamond, you're starting to dedicate more time to that goal. And that's a little bit more like a 25-hour week. But think about that, guys. 25 hours a week as a job that you can make $16,000 a month. Let's change the world, girls. Like, that's amazing. Women, ladies, my peeps, like, let's, like, to work only 25 hours a week and make $16,000 a month by helping people learn and use doTERRA. And also, what I've found is so amazing is teaching people this business concept and being financially strong and opening up your own business credit card and like paying for everything on that. Like, I feel so empowered when I go to a business meeting with my husband and I pick up the whole check because it's a business meeting. And I don't have to, I see other women that, you know, like, they're nothing against this, but they're dependent on their husband paying for everything. And they have to ask him if they can pick up the bill. You know, it's like, no. You know, he supported me to run this business, to make this type of income. And yes, I can pick up the check and I don't have to ask him. It's amazing. It's so empowering. And I want all of you guys to have that same feeling. So that's diamond. So I'm going to go over, so there's other ranks, of course, that you can go to. Blue diamond is 5 golds. Once you're looking at the rank of diamond, then you'll definitely want to look at blue diamond, because 5 golds is really a solid business. Like, gold leaders do not quit. They're in it for life. Silver is still a little bit shaky because silvers can walk away and say, it's not so important to me. Gold, people are in it for life. That's a solid business. And the income, $37,000 a month. Amazing. Like, you're not just taking care of your family anymore. You're giving a lot. You're building philanthropies and tzedakah and taking care of other families, bringing your family out to Israel to visit you. That's my dream. So, and then there's presidential diamond, 6 platinums. We're not going to go over that tonight, but look at this sheet and look at it. Amazing opportunities and possibilities. And again, it's on a part-time job with these amazing incomes. So what I want to talk about next is this leadership bonus and how this is important. It starts with Premier that you start to make bonuses. So Premier is just one step up from Elite, you guys. Go Premier. You open yourself up to more bonuses at Premier. So at Premier, just to remind you, it's 5,000 volume underneath you, and it's split between 2 legs. 2 of those legs have to at least have 2,000 each, and your third leg can make up the difference. Everybody check, make sure you're on mute. I'm hearing somebody in the background. So Premier. So it's not on this chart because it's new, but it's called Empowerment Bonus. And what that means is when you're Premier and you're meeting these requirements, 5,000, 2 legs at 2,000, and you sign up one person that month that you're Premier, you make what's called the Empowerment Bonus. And the Empowerment Bonus is a percentage that's divided among all the Premiers and Silvers. So off the profits of that month, 1% is taken out and split between all the Premiers and Silvers in the world of doTERRA. So it's a lot. And so that bonus is around $175. So $150, $175. And you get that in addition to the Unilevel and the Power of 3 bonuses and the Fast Start bonus. So you get that bonus as Premier. You also get it as Silver. So Silver gets 2 types of bonus. It gets the Empowerment Bonus. When you're meeting Silver, you have 3 elites. They're each making 3,000 underneath them. That's the requirement to be Silver. you sign up one person that month, you get the empowerment bonus. It's $150 to $175. Euros, you guys can figure out the currency exchange. But as silver, you also get the leadership bonus, which is another bonus of around 175 to 200 euros. So that's an additional almost $400, 400 euros that you get for being silver, plus bonus, fast start bonus, power of 3 bonus, and unilevel bonus. Gold, the empowerment bonus goes away for gold. We don't get that anymore when you sign somebody up, but you get 5 shares of the leadership bonus. So it's around $200 each. So times 5 is an additional $1,000 that you get from gold. And here, that's all included in this amount, the $4,000 per month average. Platinum gets 10 shares of the leadership bonus. So again, we said for easy math, it's around 200 euros. So times 10, an additional 2,000 euros. So that's what helps. Plus, there's more volume and more activity going on. That's what brings the income up to $9,000 a month. And then Diamond takes you into a whole nother leadership bonus, and that you're part of a bonus with Diamond and Blue Diamonds. And I'm not going to go over that today. We're just going to cover Premier, Silver, Gold, and Platinum. So that's ranks. So I know that can kind of feel like a lot of information. What I want you guys to do, and you can feel free to make it a homework assignment, is, and I'm saying make it a homework assignment and email me, is what rank do you want to achieve before hugging, can we say, or right after hugging? Maybe what rank do you want to achieve before Hanukkah? So look at these ranks, look how many people it takes, what's the volume, and what do you want to achieve before Hanukkah? So that's like in, 6 months? So look at that, email me. Okay, so how do you reach these ranks? You reach these ranks, right, by telling other people. So that's the share brochure. Look at the new share brochure. Beautiful. I think this is Blue Tansy. Has anybody seen Blue Tansy before? This is what it looks like. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So this is all about sharing and how do you share. So go over every page. It's really nice. But I'm going to take us specifically to page 3.
I'm still seeing the same brochure, Kara, on my screen anyway. You guys can chime in, but I'm still seeing the same screen that I was. Yeah, I'm still seeing the build. I'm not seeing. And Blue Tansy is amazing. If anybody has Blue Tansy, I'm going to suggest you put it on that ceramic disc that they give us during the holidays. They call it a Christmas ornament, but it's made from ceramic and it holds the smell of an oil. I've got Blue Tansy and it hangs right at my nose level on one of my cupboards in the kitchen. And it's insane. It makes Blue Tansy. There we go. Now I've got it. But Blue Tansy is weird, but it's really neat. And if you touch it to your nose by accident, it will stain you blue. So be careful. It's so intense, it's really blue, and it dyes you or any of your clothing blue.
It's really blue. Really blue.
It's really blue. It's really blue.
It's like amazing. It probably dyes the ornament blue.
Of course.
Yeah.
It does.
This beautiful blue ornament. I'm going to do that because I'm like, what do I do with this ornament? I'm going to put Blue Tansy.
You put an oil on it that's really strong.
Yeah.
And it resonates in the whole space by your face.
Nice.
Yeah. Good. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Johan. Okay, so how do you share doTERRA? So in order to get to those ranks, you're needing to share doTERRA. You have to get it out there to people. And this is like the first challenge. And then once you get over it, you'll find that it's not your challenge anymore and something else will be your challenge. So how do you share? So doTERRA's brochure is giving you these ideas of how to share. And it's totally true. You want to share an experience. So one of the ways that you can ask is, are you open to trying something natural? So I'll give you an example. I had some friends, we were by them for Shabbat. Their daughter had a baby, and she had a serious diaper rash, really, really really sad. It was really painful, very red, hot, big area of her little fat creases. And they had already been on 2 different types of steroid creams with no success. And so I didn't even think like that there was a brochure that told me to say this, but I did say, are you open to trying something different that since that's not working for you? And they said, of course. And so I went back to my house really quick and got the lavender and melaleuca. And we first put coconut oil on the spot, and then put a little bit of melaleuca and then a little bit of lavender. And immediately they felt like they saw a difference because they had been dealing with it for so long. So I gave them, made 2 little samples for them to take home for Shabbat. They had used it a couple more times that day. They came back to me and asked for the full bottles. And then a week later, from Shabbat to Shabbat, it was completely gone after they had already been using steroid creams for 2 weeks, almost a month, they said, because they went through 2 rounds of it. So this is such a true experience that really works. Are you open to trying something different when somebody is struggling with something that they're not having success with? And then this gives you like a little bit of a script, and like make it yours. You'll resonate and see that it's something that you've maybe already said, or it seems natural. Like, we've been using Doterra essential oils and we love it. We're using them for this, this, and this. So it really is sharing your experience and why you're using Doterra and how it's been affecting you, and therefore why you're sharing it with them. So it's the total truth and being authentic, and people feel that, especially your friends and family and even strangers, really. And then number 2, invite. So first, with sharing the experience, is sharing a sample. So that story that I told you, I gave them the melaleuca and the lavender samples. Like, in the sample bottles, just like 5 to 7 drops in the sample bottles. So they're going to be done with it in 3 days if they're using it correctly. They came back to me and asked for the full bottles. But you would want to, in a couple days, you ask permission. Like, can I call you in 2 days and just see how it's working for you? I'd like your feedback. And if they like it, then they're going to want to know more. So that's when you invite them to learn more. That's when you invite them. Do you want to get together for a one-on-one, and I'll bring more oils and tell you about how I'm using them for me and my family? Or I have this workshop that I'm doing around children's health Wednesday at this time. Do you want to come? So that takes you into that next step. And because this business is about relationships. It's not about a quick sale, or somebody's going to sign up immediately as a builder and just go crazy with the business. It's about these steps, and really they're saying 3 steps into building that relationship and bringing those people into your Doterra community. And they're going to be so happy that they are. I'm telling you guys, I've never had somebody say, I wish you would have never introduced me to Doterra. They are so glad that I took those 3 to 4 steps to follow up with them. And they really look at it as me being very professional. I've had so many people say, gosh, you really are so good at following up and making sure I'm taken care of and that my experience was good. You're just so professional. We don't experience that so much in Israel. And I know you guys can all relate to that. So be the professional Doterra person and don't feel like you're a nunnik, but have a formula to it. So then invite them to a one-on-one, which I love. I love sitting with people over tea or coffee and just going over the oils, or invite them to a workshop. And then also get their permission. Always get their permission. They love to use this language in Doterra. Get their permission to call and remind them, or send them a message. Is it okay if I call? Do you need me to remind you about us getting together on Wednesday for tea? Do you want me to remind you about coming to the workshop Thursday night? And then they'll tell you, oh, no, I'm really good at that. I'll be there. So then you don't need to remind them. But if they say, yeah, that'd be great, remind me, then remind them. And the ones that say, no, you don't need to remind me, I'll be there, and they come, those are the good ones. They're amazing. So then remind them. If you said you're going to remind them, be the professional. Remind them. You're not a nudnik. They said for you to remind them, and you're going to remind them. So remind them, that week, if they're coming to an event or you're one-on-one, to say, hey, it's, just confirming that we're still on for Sunday at 12. See you then. And then, they'll say, Doterra talks about texting a couple hours before. If it's a one-on-one and they've already said they're going to be there, I don't do that. If it's a workshop, then I do give them a little reminder that day. And that's how you share. Then invite them to, you share with, people tell me over and over again, you share a sample bottle and they get involved somehow. And that when it's almost like you give them, you do the easy part. You gift them a beautiful oil, and the oil does it for you. But you have to remember to call them and the recommended time is in 2 days, in 48 hours. Okay, so the different ways that you share your story. I've been using it, Doterra. I've had this and this experience. My family, my kids are so in love with it. I know you're really into natural medicine. Can I come over and share these oils with you? Or you give somebody an oil and ask them to follow up in a couple days. Or you share online. So this would be social media, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook is an amazing way to share these oils, like opening up a Facebook page, connect your My Doterra website to it. Hadassah was just saying how her husband is excited to do that for her, and she's learning how to connect her mydoterra.com website to her Facebook page, so she can talk about an oil and then they can just click to her Facebook page and join or order that oil. Some sample ideas is these sample kits that they sell on your LRP. This cute little case carries 8 vials. You could just, what's the oil that you're loving that week, and do like 8 of them and promise yourself that you're going to get all 8 of them out that week. I'm going to do that. That's a really good idea, Kara. I'm going to do that. I have this case. I'm going to put 8. And, there seems to be like a theme every week. Like, oh, wow, the theme is deep blue. Everybody's wanting deep blue. So make 8 little deep blues. And I'm saying 3 to 5 drops only. And hand those out and ask if you can speak to the person in a couple days. That's a great way to keep people on your names list of who you're going to follow up with. And then there's sharing online and doing one-on-ones. So this page 5 is for you to write down your story. What concerns did you first have when you started dealing with the oils? What were some of your experiences? Like just getting you in touch with your story so you know how to say it to people eloquently when you're saying. And then I'm not going to go over these pages, but this is just helping you to understand how to do one-on-ones, either through a 3-way call or face-to-face, and then hosting a party and all the ways to make that successful. So I'm not going to go over that specifically. You guys, I'll send you the link so you can download these 2 pages. So that's the ways to...
Wonderful. Thank you, Kara. How can we... Excuse me, I'm sorry. How could we possibly get this as a nice, slick, glossy brochure? Like, will they sell them outside of being a new enrollment from this time moving forward? If this is what they're selling as the new member package, how can we get this without spending 85 shekels and 25 euros to get it shipped to us for a new member?
Right, so this is what's coming in the welcome pack in America now, and I'll ask Penny when we're supposed to be getting them here in Europe, when the timeline is for us to start getting them in our welcome packet here. As soon as they're in the welcome packet of the country, then you can order them through your back office. So you can order them now and have them shipped to America for those like you, Yachad, and Nahama, and myself, and people who have accounts that can ship things to America, you can start ordering these now. And just they're only being shipped in America at this point. But also, I welcome somebody, Yahad, if you could send an email to Yael and see if we can get them in Europe now from America, but they're not in the welcome packs in Europe yet. And so I'll ask Penny when the timeline is for that. And but I know you can.
If you're asking Penny, do you need me to also ask Yael, or do you want to take it on with Penny?
I'll do it.
We don't need to do both.
Yeah, I'll do it with Penny, but I know for sure you can buy them now and send them to your address in America. And then, of course, like the link that I'm going to send you guys, you can download them and you can print them out or send them to a printer. But then, yeah, it's paying for that printed copy.
When we buy them, is it a set that you get one share and one build and one living, or can we just buy like 10 builds or 10 shares? Do you know how they package it for purchase?
I think it's gum by gum. You can buy like a set. You can buy them individually. I don't know if you can buy a set with all three because it's build, share, live, like our packet. I don't know if you can buy the packet together. I know you can buy each one of them individually, or you can buy them in a packet of, I can't be exact, but like a packet of 10 shares, a packet of 10 live. But somebody can look that up.
Can I ask you a question? There's an external company that has a business overview and a member overview. I'm not on video, so I can't show it to you. I think you know the one I'm talking about. For the business overview, it's the one that starts with the story of the water carrier.
Edge Success. Yeah, Edge Success.
Yeah, okay. So would you recommend these might be more useful, or for a member overview, for example, a new member? That's been my go-to for a new member overview. What would you suggest that we use when we are already wanting to be builders and we're doing a lot of sharing, but what's the best member overview brochure to sit with somebody for that hour after a week or two or a month or whenever they're ready, after they've gotten interested enough to say, okay, I want to talk more about it. I'm using my oils, come over, let's talk.
Right. So the thing is, like the way that Doterra, and so this will take us into the last topic, is like, so here's the Live brochure. You guys can see that, right? It's the purple lavender. So these are the brochures that are in your welcome pack now. It's Live, Share, Build. Live is the member overview. And so, yes, there's been other member overviews. The pipeline that I've showed you guys a bunch of times is considered a business overview and a member overview. I like that just as a supplement. I like the business membership, but now these new brochures I love, and I really like the old ones too. And my feeling is make it simple. These come to them in the mail with their package, with their oils. So use these, because if you show them one that doesn't come in their package and then they want to become part of the business and they're like, but I don't have those forms. How do I get those forms? It gets a little complicated. They have these forms. It comes in the mail with their oils. And so the idea is, okay, you've shared an experience, you followed up, they want more information, they come to a one-on-one or a class, and they enroll as a wholesale customer, let's say. And then they get their oils now with DHL between 1 to 2 weeks. Thank God, usually less than 2 weeks. So when they get their oils, you say, when you get your oils, call me when you get your oils, and we'll set up a meeting to go over your membership. So that's the Live brochure. This says, congratulations, coming into Doterra. Doterra is about lifestyle and wellness. Here's our lifestyle model that I went over with you guys last week. Eating right and the vitamins, some suggestions, exercise and the things to do with exercise, vitamins, sleeping and the oils for sleeping, the emotional oils, and just showing them all of our product lines and how they bring them into their lifestyle. Toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner. So you're really educating that it's not just oils, it's a lifestyle with all these products. And then you go over with them, what are some of the things that you want in your life? Do you want the foundational products, the supplements, stuff for exercise, stuff for sleep, stuff for emotional? Mark all those out for them. And then you're going to go over the what they've decided for their morning. You know, you can go over like how they can create their daily wellness plan. And then you're going to go over the loyalty rewards program. So this is not as much detail in our share brochure, but it's similar. So keep working from that one until we get these. And then you're going to go over the loyalty rewards program with them, or just standard order. And then you're going to help them make the decision of if they want to just order as they need, or if they're going to go on an LRP because they want the vitamins and they want to start using more of the oils. That's for a wholesale customer share brochure. At the end of that, you can say
live brochure.
Sorry, live. Thank you. Live brochure. Live brochure. So live is the membership.
Pay attention, Kara.
Yeah, thank you. Live is the membership overview. Got that? Live. So that's the membership overview. How do they make orders? What's the doTERRA lifestyle? What's other products they may be interested in using? And do they want to do it as a standard order or an LRP? And educate them about the LRP and the benefits of the LRP. The points, rewards points, and the shipping rewards points. Then at the end, you can say, doTERRA, as you probably know, it has a business side to it as well, where you can be a wellness advocate. Are you interested in knowing what that means, what the wellness advocate path is, and how the business works? If they say no, right now I'm just interested in learning more about the products and using the products, great. Then you're going to treat them as a wholesale customer. Every month when there's a sale and there's a percentage off, let them know about that. Let them know if they need, ask them if they want help setting up an LRP, or if they need to know how to make an order that month. That you're treating them just as a customer. If they're interested in learning more about the business, you go into the build brochure, and that's the business overview. You guys can see that build brochure. We went over that. That is the business overview. It's like the pipeline. Now the new build brochure has the pipeline story in it, but use your old build brochure. It's still really good. And that's the business overview. And all my diamond colleagues say they do that for everybody. They share an experience, share an oil. They follow up in 2 days. How was it? Did you like it? Do you want to know more? Let's get together for a one-on-one, or come to my workshop this week on Wednesday. Get them to a workshop. They most likely will enroll as a member or a wellness advocate. When they get their oils, schedule a what are we calling that? The live brochure. Membership overview. Oh, I just had like a nursing brain moment. Membership overview. I mean, I've been talking about this for 8 years. Membership overview. After the membership overview, at the end, are they interested in the business? No. Treat them as a customer. Yes. Schedule another time for the business overview. Don't do it at the same time. It's too much information, and they'll get worried in their head that they're always every doTERRA meeting is going to be a 3-hour meeting. Don't do it at the same time. Please, I've learned from my own mistakes. And so that's it, you guys.
I'm sorry, do you mean don't sit down with them and try to do a 2-hour blast? Is that what you mean? Don't do them both at the same time? You mean don't back to back a person and overwhelm them?
Right. Don't back to back it with them. And if they're serious about the business, they'll be happy to meet with you that second time. And that gives you feedback that they are following through, they're interested, they're making it a priority to meet with you again. Those are all good feedbacks for you to know that they have good potential to be a wellness advocate and a business partner. Because if it's a priority for them to learn about the business, they'll meet you again. And that's like 100% a good sign that they're a good possibility as a wellness advocate and partner. So that's it, you guys. Use Petigrain this week. Get it if you don't have it. Also, Passion. I'm going to be using it all week. Is there? We have 5 minutes for questions. If anybody has a question,
I see a question online, and I have a question also. So if you want to address Denise, you manage all the follow-ups, and then I have a question for you about just letting someone pay 20 euros for a membership and then giving them stuff for wholesale. Where do you find the feeling of really encouraging someone to buy a kit? And, you know, does that make them more likely to be a long-term buyer, or just, you know, back off, give them only one lavender, but at the discount price by paying for the membership? You know, 2 bottles, 2 oils makes it worth the membership. Where do you decide when to encourage a kit and when to just say, pay the 20 euro, buy a few oils, and let's leave it alone at that? You have a membership for a year.
So good question. I mostly get people involved with the kits. I hardly like, it's like 1% of my signups buys a membership and gets a few oils. It's interesting. I mostly really advise, like at most of my one-on-ones and my workshops, I really focus on the kit and working on issues with that person, even if it's a one-on-one, and how I redirect them to like, oh, great, that's in the kit. Oh yeah, that's in the kit. I would use this. It's in the kit. So I do a lot of like working on like, get the kit.
Subliminal messaging there.
Because I just see that.
You only want that one kit.
If they want, and then if they just want 1 or 2 oils, then it's just like, you know, it's retail sales. I usually don't get them. I usually don't get a membership at that point. And then the next time I speak to them, we talk about a kit. So Denise, how do you manage all the follow-ups? So the follow-ups are good question. Like, so don't hand out so many samples a day. Like today I had one of those moments where it's like, I didn't have a lot of doTERRA work today. I kind of did just my routine of like following up with 2 people, making 2 new contacts, and I did all that quickly. They turned out really well. And then I was like, wow, I don't really have any more doTERRA work. And I felt guilty, like I should still be working. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to the pool. So like it's balance for you guys, you know, like it's balance for us. Like hand out 2 samples if you can, every day. Like we said, that kit has 8 samples in it. Try to hand them out for the week. So that's like 2 samples 4 days in a row, or 4 days out of the week. And so there is, how do you keep track of it? I'm going to bring in the old share brochure. I got to share the screen and then we're going to have to get off. But the old share brochure, and it's in the new share brochure as well. But there is this page 5, the person, their phone number, their email, and did you share an oil with them? Did you follow up with them in 2 days? Are they going to attend a class or a one-on-one? So there's the sheet that you can track it. And then you just like cross them off, like, yay, they enrolled. There's a place where you mark enrolled and they're off the list. And so there's a good tracking sheet on both share brochures. So that's how you track it. And again, it's like you sent out 2 oils on Monday. You're going to follow up with them on Wednesday. So those are your follow-ups on Wednesday. But on Wednesday, you give 2 new oils. And that fulfills your goals. You've followed up with 2 people and you've made 2 new contacts. And then you mark them on that list. I love lists. You'll learn to love lists in doTERRA. Any other questions? All right, you guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Next week, what's next week's topic? Just to give you a little taste. Personalize your one-on-ones and your workshops. And how you personally can connect to your business and make it a business that really resonates with you and makes you love it and want to do it. All right. Love you guys. Shalom. Laila to.